Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena it's my first day with M20 cards on my new account. This is pretty exciting. I got to play on the release event with a special stocked account from Wizards, but this is my first day with my own account, and there have been a lot of changes made to the arena, more than I think I even realized going in. First of all, reroll that quest. Only 750s will stand. Then there's just a lot going on. So for one thing, I received so many questions for the last 2 days and in the release event about the mastery tree. This is something new from Wizards, and to be honest, I don't fully understand it. I'm not kidding. You can purchase a mastery pass with gems. You get back a certain amount of gems, you get gold, you get packs. Like, these are additional rewards that you unlock, and the rewards to the actual daily progression have changed, whereas we used to win packs with our progression. I hear that now you have to buy into a mastery tree to get to those, and that there are different mastery trees. All of this is confusing to me. I've heard people say that it's like Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite. And when I look at this, I have no idea quite what they want me to do. There's EXP points. I'm guessing I win games, I get stuff, but I have to buy the option to do it, which is kind of strange. Now, normally I wouldn't go for something like this at all. I would ignore it completely. And if this is your thing, if you want to, you can just ignore this. I would stress that it's okay. The FOMO in the world is sometimes so great, but I don't feel like you have to involve yourself in this to enjoy Magic. However, I will probably be purchasing it for this account as part of our Core Set 2020 gameplay and videos, just to show you what it does, how it works, and we can decide if it's fun and we can decide if it's enjoyable. Also, if you are one of those people who read all of the state of the betas and Reddit posts and devour every bit of information so that you can have all the knowledge in a moment like this, while someone like me who just logged in has no idea what's going on, you are welcome to post what you know in comments to help others and possibly help me. And you can also put some links if you want to. That kind of stuff is totally fine. I appreciate it. I'm sure that some of my viewers appreciate it. You might think that I'm the content creator, that I have to have all the answers, but I really don't have all the answers. Rarely do I have all the answers. I focus on the things I love about the game, and that's not always the same as what other people focus on. So if you are a person who focused on the things I don't focus on, you're welcome to share what you know and what you have learned. When I look at this, I'm like, I don't know what to do. I guess we'll buy in at some point and just see what happens. So that's the mastery tree. And oh wait, no, this is the mastery tree. I guess how does this have something to do with this? This is Core Set Mastery. This is Core Set Mastery Tree. These have locks on them? I don't know. And here's a Mastery Pass. I don't know. Pass rewards, set mastery rewards. So this is what we get in our progression, probably on its own as we win games. And this appears to be the stuff we get as we win games if we purchase the pass. So I'm going to do that on a future day. Today my goal is to crack my gold into packs. And also I did the pre-release $50 deal, so we're going to crack a whole bunch of core packs. We're going to build a deck, and we're going to play a few games, just to tell you how today's going to go. And then in the future, we're going to cash in, we're going to sell out on this mastery tree, and just kind of, you're going to see me go through it having no idea what's going on. And to some of you, that might be amusing. Also, as just a channel update, we're also going to be bringing back the Young CGB free-to-play series, which will be in addition to other content, or at least I hope. I'll pretty much be making a video on a new free-to-play account as often as I can. So look forward to that, with this account being all about new decks using the cards from Core Set, and I think there are some great cards. I was pretty amazed at some of the power of the decks that are out there. I think the meta is going to get shaken. Anyway, for now, let's go on over here, and here's our pre-order redeemed. We did the $50 for a 50 packs and a Chandra cosmetic, and we get here a Chandra Awakened Inferno card as well. Also, there's some new codes. Let's go ahead and try out some codes. Are you guys ready? Get your notebook out. So I believe that one is play M20. And that is redeemed successfully for 3 packs, of course, at 2020. Tight. Another is called Level Up. So let's try this. That redeemed successfully in EXP points. So again, I'm gonna have to learn how this goes, and it looks like there's a pack there as well. So there, we got some stuff. So I still have 8 War of the Spark packs, I have 54 core set packs, and I have 63,800 gold to spend on core. So we're gonna cash that in for sure, as I've been saving that up for this moment so that I can build all the decks with all the mythics that you guys probably want to see. So get ready for your vicarious living moment as I plop way too much time and effort into all these packs. Click, click, click. Why isn't there a way to purchase packs faster? You'd think that this would have to happen. I also want to see how close we get to completing the set today. So, boom, boom, go, go, go. Can we double speed it? Editor, can we double speed it? You on YouTube, you might just want to skip 30 seconds as I hit this button until I can't hit this button anymore. Pure quality content on the channel. Nothing awkward about me sitting here talking to myself, spending 60,000 golds. And we did it! Alright, let's get in there. First, we may as well crack these War of the Spark packs. They're not doing anything sitting around. Get us some gems, get us some wild cards. Nothing wrong with that. I think I've assembled everything except for a handful of mythics from War of the Spark. And again, you crack the packs, you get the wilds. There's one of the mythics. 28 rare wild cards, no mythics. Gem, gem, gem. Gem it up. Those gems can enter us into a lot of constructed events if we want to pursue those, although I've been doing less and less of those lately. I don't know. We'll probably do some at some point. I've been enjoying ladder just fine. Ladder's actually been more diverse than the events, which has been kind of a weird shock to me. Alright, time to shift into 10x zone. Here's the new cards. Here's what people want. Atemsis, the all-seeing. This card is crazy. When you deal damage, reveal your hand. If cards with at least 6 different converted mana costs are revealed, they lose the game. It's kind of an absurd alt-win con. Pretty tough one. Dungeon Geist, Leyline of the Void. The Executioner is an interesting one for the potential spirit deck, creating 2 spirit bodies and having the ability to exile a creature. But the temples are great, and we're going to need those eventually anyway. Wild cards in the house. Why not? Boom. Look at that thing go. Yeah, just shower me in wild cards. Icon of Ancestry was amazing in the vampire decks, and I look forward to showing you how that goes. Dawn of Dreams is probably better than people think. The Tireless Pilgrim is pretty awesome in a deck I want to play today, so we'll get to that. Starfield Mystic is no Stoneforge Mystic. Do not get overhyped. I wonder if adjusting the graphics is going to help the way that this looks. I usually keep it on high because I hate laggy stuff, but like it looks like there's some weird lines, and maybe it's on my screen. Yeah, this looks a lot better. So let's raise the graphics for your viewing pleasure, as I am a person of the people. Sorin, crucial mythic for the vampire deck, without question. We'll be making sure that we have some Sorins in the future. The Sky's Blade got played on me once. I was very sad. I have not played against a Kaikar or with a Kaikar yet. I also did not play with Kethis yet, but that looks like a pretty fun card. The temples are great, the ley lines. The Mystic Forge is an interesting sort of affinity type. It's like an experimental frenzy for artifacts, so I'm curious if we can make something brilliant happen there. Oh, I need to give a shout out. I don't want to get too deep in the video without doing this. There were a lot of login issues today, and I eventually got logged in with some help from my friend Noxious, Professor Nox Live, who I'm not going to say we're best buds or anything. I don't feel like I know him that well, but he's always been really nice to me, and I'm not sure why. When he heard I couldn't get logged in, he told me about a way to get in, downloading Windscribe for free and using their free VPN service to connect through the West Coast LA. I doubt anybody will have this issue by the time this video reaches you, but it's just something maybe to keep in mind for the future if there are issues on release. So thank you to Professor Knox, nice guy. And but be careful, I'm not sponsored by Windscribe. There are risks to using VPNs you're not familiar with. I had to make this content. I took the risk. We all have to take our own risks. Temple of Triumph, Temple of Epiphany. Love the Skylands, love Field of the Dead. This card got used in interesting ways to make a bunch of zombies, and hopefully we'll do some of that. But Flood of Tears is a card I really want to get into. This card beat the crap out of me. Ali Eldrazi made a Flood of Tears deck, and it was played against me by a lot of people. Not just Ali, but other streamers and pro players were all trying the deck. So that's what I want to play today, just to give you a preview of what I want to launch into. I want to try this Flood of Tears deck, because I'm curious. It's been beating the crap out of me. And a lot of times I'm not as strategic as you might think about what decks I'm going to play for this YouTube. There's a lot of days I wake up and I say, I'm going to play the deck I'm interested in. And that's about the science of it. I have a list, but a lot of the list gets ignored when I see a new deck I like. Hydra Tribal, got to try some of that out. Rotting Regisaur, Zombies, Dinosaurs, both pretty fun. The Cavaliers have been lovely to me so far. I've seen some neat stuff with Embodiment of Agonies we may have to try. So there's some neat things going on here. I don't feel like I'm seeing a lot of the mythics I need though, so we may need to use a lot of wild cards. I hope they're piling up. Flood of Tears. Yep. Plenty of goodies. Only 6 mythic rares hiding out there. Like, I need to see some Omnath. There's no way I get to do what I want to do without opening some Omnath, because elementals are freaking nice. I'll give you that hint right now. I think elementals matter quite a bit. Risen Reef is a heck of a card. There you are. I need like 3 more of you in these last 17 packs. Would be nice. Also like Planar Cleansing. We might get to use this. And this Agent of Treachery card I have evil plans for. If you haven't seen this, plus a quasi-duplicate, if you haven't gained control of 3 of your opponent's things and then drawn 9 cards on your end step, you can't understand the power. All right, Steel Overseer is here. This icon is a sweet card. And Dread Presence. I tried to make a Scapeshift deck with this card, which is pretty neat. Whenever a swamp enters the battlefield, draw a card and you lose a life or 2 damage and 2 life to any target. Dread Presence is as a 3/3. I wish it was a 3/4. I just think that would change a lot about the card. All right, every pack is Omnath. Every pack is Omnath. I know. I could tell if it was mythic. Hey, that's a surprise. 9 mythics. I'll be able to craft a few the Omnaths I need. Maybe we'll open with 3 of them, but the card is sweet. Lotus Field. So I've seen some neat Lotus Field combo-y stuff. Maybe I'll get to display that at some point. Legion's End. And the final pack from our epic pile of packs is Vilis, Broker of Blood. Now this also looks like a fun reanimator card, and it's a demon. Just saying, Liliana's contract is still legal, you crazy people. All right, I'm going to throw together a deck. As you see, I've deleted all my old decks. I like to only build new ones from scratch, and then we'll play some wonderful games with it. Hey guys, let's take a quick break to talk about Flipside Gaming's Core 2020 Booster Box giveaway. From now until July 15th, you can win an entire box of M20 for free if you follow these steps. Number 1, find $10 or more worth of stuff at flipsidegaming.com that you like. Easy. They have singles, they have sealed product, and they have all the gaming supplies you need. So, number 2. Use the promo code CGB before checkout. This saves you 10% and it supports the channel at the same time. Number 3, complete your order. That's it. Even a mono red player can figure it out. Please check out the links in the description to read the giveaway's rules and conditions, and thank you for supporting the channel. May the best mage win. Okay, we're back, and here's what I'm going to play with today. I got smashed by this Flood of Tears deck again and again, and it wasn't just Ali Eldrazi playing it, who's a fabulous streamer, member of Tempo Storm. It was also a number of other pros and casual streamers, so the deck got out, it got around. It might be very good. It was beating up on a lot of aggro, elemental, and vampire lists, just going over the top of aggro and mid-range strategies. It looked really fun to play. I haven't played it yet, so I wanted to play it for this more kind of casual first video with M20 that I'm doing today. And Flood of Tears says, return all non-land permanents to their owner's hands. If you return 4 or more non-token permanents you control in this way, you may put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. So the idea is, we get out 4 permanents. They can be a Guild Globe, an Urban Utopia, a Gift of Paradise, and a Risen Reef, for example. Then we cast Flood of Tears, bouncing everything and putting Omniscience into play for free. Once Omniscience comes down for free, we can go off if we have any 3 permanents and a Tamiyo, because what you can do is play the Tamiyo for free, get back Flood of Tears, play the Risen Reef, the Utopia Sprawl, the Gift of Paradise, for free, remember, drawing a card in the exchange, then play Flood of Tears again, play the Tamiyo, get it back, etc. It's an endless kind of loop, and once you've drawn your deck, you can play Jace, Wielder of Mysteries, to win the game. To help us make this happen, there is a Bant version with Teferi, Time Raveler 3, and Time Wipe. Those are some cards that were played against me, but I'm going with a Simic build, and I'm running Root Snare. In case our Jace ends up in the graveyard or decking ourselves somehow isn't an option, I have a single giant Hydroid Crassus as another potential win con that also counts as a permanent that you can pick up with Flood of Tears. So that's why we run 1 Hydroid Crassus. But in the core, this is a combo deck with Jace, the Wielder of Mysteries. And I really look forward to seeing what the deck does. There's probably some utility land I could do here. Perhaps some of you are going to yell that I need the one of Reliquary Tower. And considering how often people yell this at me, I will indulge you one time. This is the only time I'm doing this. This card is bad. It's so stupid bad, and yet people tell me to play it every time. Here you go. Here you go. It's in the deck. Let's add up that sick Reliquary Tower value that we get when playing this thing. Let's go play some games. Into a ranked battle we go. We're on the draw with a very slow hand. A 3-mana play, 3 3-mana plays, but then a Flood of Tears. In theory, we might be able to ramp to there if we're not dead. I'm going to give it a try. I don't know how the hand gets too much better. I mean, the things that we do for 2 mana are all just draw a card anyway, like a Guild Globe, for example. A second Flood of Tears is not what we need right now, I would say. I'm thinking of reasons to keep it, but really once you have 1, you should be okay. In theory. Of course, theory is theory. Thought Erasure. Ouch. Notice how I called it before the mana was even tapped. Get up in that hand. I'd probably take the Narset if I were you, but we'll see. It could be the Flood of Tears, in which case scrying 1 to the bottom feels bad. Oh, it's just a curve thing. You must have another one, but this is going to break your heart. As we draw another Urban Utopia off the top, enchant a land. You can now tap it for a mana of any color, but it's really about having a permanent that lets you draw a card. That's all that this experience is about. Opponent says go. They're implying counter magic. Let's just try for a Reef. No counter magic. And yeah, we'll put that land onto the battlefield. That's exactly what we're trying to do. If our Reef lives, okay. Interesting choice here, and it's the Tamiyo. But there aren't, I wouldn't call it good choices here from the opponent. They're in trouble. Risen Reef can get them, and our opponent is playing a new card, in Lanning the Sky Dancer. Let's Gift of Paradise. No. Oh wait, that's an Urban Utopia, not a Gift of Paradise. I'm sorry, I had a weird moment where I thought this was a gift, and I thought I could gift, then reef. I do dumb things sometimes. It's known. Draw a Root Snare. Not exactly what we want. Also not exactly what we want. But I guess I'll beat you down with my Risen Reef. Really just wanted to hit a land there and play our Gift of Paradise more than anything else. Opponent feeling strong with their Cry of the Canarium. We have Narset. If we play the Gift, it's our whole turn, which I hate. So I think I like getting a Narset onto the table. Making the opponent deal with that a little bit. Wow. So my decisions are terrible this game. I have reasons. They're not working out. Like, I got reasons for what I do, but for some reason, the game has other ideas. Temple of Mastery. Let's play that first and see if we can scry something to the bottom so that our Narset can hit something. This might be 10 cards in a row if we don't hit here, and we almost didn't. Unreal. All right, you. What do I most want in my hand? Probably the Omniscience. Then I could just go straight to Flood of Tears next turn, but I need an untapped land in the graveyard.
I think you will find my notes helpful.
Boom. All right, and there's a land, and there's 1, 2, 3. Our opponent has to take a permanent off the battlefield. I guess, actually, we need 2 more permanents to make it really work.
My mind needs a rest.
Yeah, your mind, we all need a rest. Okay, the opponent with some nice removal. They're not done with us quite yet. Wow. Both the Omniscience in the deck. Right there. Got a careful tap here so that we don't enchant the wrong land. Gift of Paradise, come on down. So do I play out a Narset? I could just leave it on 5, but the opponent might remove it. We're gonna have a hard time getting all the permanents we need if I don't find more of them. Oh. I'm blown away. The deck hates me. Retire the deck. It hates me so much. Our opponent got to 6 mana with Bolus. That is something. So we could play out the Crassus. If our opponent hits the 7th mana with Bolus, what can they do? They can get a Tameo or a Narset. I mean, those aren't the worst. We can bounce those. They can get a Muling thing. I guess I'm not too scared. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why not? We're gonna need those Guild Globes and stuff. Maybe the opponent taking that Guild Globe early was just next level brilliant. Yeah, they're checking out graveyards now. But if they flip out their Bolus, we can play Flood of Tears, get back our Gift of Paradise, get back our Urban thingy, bounce their Bolus, and they do have to kill the Crassus. If they don't bolt the Crassus, then they just lose their Bolus, probably. Unless they just plus it for 2 cards. It's an option. Hype. Alright. What are we looking at for mana? So if I hit with this Risen Reef, I can do the Flood of Tears Omniscience thing if I hit a land, an untapped land. How do I not go for that when I have my opponent tapped out in this situation? Wait, I can't hit an untapped land with Risen Reef. I'm confusing it with Knight of Thorns. I'm all over the place with these new cards, huh? I'm a bad CGB. Alright, let's cut you down to size. And end the turn. I'm a bad CGB. I thought I'd have 6 mana, but this puts the land onto the battlefield tapped. And like I said, I've just been playing too much with the new cards. Cavalier of Thorns is the card that puts it in untapped. Reef puts it yeah, you get it. You'll make fun of me in comments. Whatever. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Land off the top for Omniscience. Our opponent's going to Dawn from Dreams, which is a fun new Dig Through Time-esque card. Look at your top 7, pick 2. Seems good, but can we do better? No, we can't. We can't do better. We can't. We can in no way whatsoever draw what we need. All right. Let's try this and at least set Bolus Boy back. Then we can play the Gift of Paradise and threaten to drop an Omniscience next turn. Our opponent will probably thought erase one of these, but at least we have the other ready to go if we draw another land. Although I think we put like 8 lands on the bottom of the deck. Deck is just dysfunctional for me at this point. Oh, they took the other Flood of Tears. Good choice. One of those got put near the bottom too, but it's coming back up. All right, you can go. What do you do? Guess you can get back a Flood of Tears or a Hydroid Crassus if you live for a turn. Maybe I'm just supposed to take back a Flood of Tears or Hydroid Crassus now, though? Make them have the discard spell, because then they have to get rid... Well, I guess they can attack down the Tameo, or they can flip the Bolus to kill the Tameo. Right? -4. -3, 10 damage to a creature or planeswalker, so this is gonna die. Let's see what happens if I play this card instead. Well, we found land number 10, for God's sake. Just so late. Do we save it? Do we just save the Tameo then? Maybe we don't play it. Maybe we don't show the island either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we just pass. Expose nothing. Next turn, Omniscience, Tameo, go crazy. Win the game. Hope the opponent taps mana. Lets me get away with it. This is where having a little Teferi would probably be really nice in the deck. Okay, does Narset shut that down? No, Flood of Tears can take care of it.
My prowess is unnatural. Hone your prowess.
Search. Alright, let's hope you play that. Use your mana. I need you to use your mana. Okay. Still 4 mana left. Something like a Bedevil could really blow our plan up. Okay, I still think we have to try. There's nothing wrong with trying, my friends. Alright. Alternate cost 0. Balls. I guess I should have put this one on the stack. I did not think of that play. I did not think of that play. Okay, what do I need back? Another Tameo?
Let us see if your talents are worth carrying.
Another Tameo.
I have learned much from my ancestors.
Next time I'm putting them both on the dang stack. That was... I didn't think of Dispersal. That is definitely something that makes sense. I haven't seen this in Grixis too often, but I know some people love it. I should have thought about it. Chandra. Okay. Well, I'm not here to take infinite turns, so the emblem doesn't scare me. We might get to do all this again anyway. Hold on to your butts.
I have learned all I can here.
Omniscience. 4-0. Omniscience. Let's try that again. Okay. Got him this time. Let's play the Guild Globe for 0. Don't leave. Oh, you got me with Narset. Me and Narset, man. We go back. All right.
I'd like to ask about any lunar anomalies you have experienced.
Flood of Tears.
The past is never forgotten.
Flood of Tears. Opponent can kill the Tameo. I was afraid they might have something like that. Now we're going to have to draw into something really good. This comes down. This comes down 2. And we get 3 draws here to make something brilliant happen. Okay. That's something. Let's scry. That's why we weren't playing our land this whole time. I guess I'll take it. It's another card. It's a little bit deeper. A little more life. Deeper and deeper. Do it again. It's close, but we only have like 3 draws here, and they've got to be good. That's not quite good. Could fizzle. Still hanging on. Oh my goodness. Do I expose this? How many Tamios are in the graveyard? 1, 2, 3, all 4. Crap. Pretty sure that means the loop is broken. Where's our 21 cards? So if this dies, I lose, I think. How's our Flood of Tears count? 1, 2, 3. It's not good. Yeah, if I play this, the opponent can play Bolas, flip it, and kill it on site, and I'm pretty much done. I need to empty my library anyway. Of course, they can also just thought erase it, but if they had a thought erasure, we would have seen it. I don't know. I think I have 1 more Flood of Tears. I don't have that much more card draw. I think I just have to go for it. But I'm pretty sure we're just going to deck out and lose now. And yeah, that's another Gift of Paradise. So I'm going to... Yeah, with the Tamios all gone, with the Narsets gone, with the Hydroid Crassus gone, I can't win. There is the last Flood of Tears, but the Angrass Rampage is going to take it out. So I'm going to leave the game. This was an example of how Grixis can completely take you apart. The deck was pretty mean to me. I whiffed with Narset twice. I missed on lands. And we still almost got there. It was close. It was a good effort. Seems fine. Hopefully we're not dead too quickly. Being on the draw, it cost us in the last game. I think it's going to cost us in this one too. Being on the draw sucks in Magic. It's the worst, and the current format seems to be especially the worst. But here comes something new, and it's kind of a mid-rangey card. This is Bishop of Wings. Whenever an angel enters the battlefield, gain 4 life. Whenever an angel dies, 1/1 spirit. So, hype. You angel fans out there. I don't know if it matters which we play, but they usually have more answers to enchantments with cards like Mortify, so I'm going to go with the Gil Globe. Probably doesn't matter which one we play. Alright, 19. Pride Mate. Life gain stuff. Let's get the Risen Reef cooking. Next turn we have double Utopia Sprawl if we want it. I like holding off on Narset till I can get a Root Snare or have the mana if I find a Root Snare. No blocks. Ow. And here we go now. Don't think it really matters what we enchant. Of course, I missed the obvious mega combo, the ultimate greatest combo of all time, which is a Utopia Sprawl on a Reliquary Tower, making it the greatest land known to man. And as you can see, we are drawing a lot of land. This is many, many land that we has drawn. Fortunately, our opponent's hand is not very explosive. So if we play an untapped land, Narset might find a Root Snare. I guess I can Narset first and then decide. I'm taking another Narset here. We don't even have a Flood of Tears yet for the Omniscience, but these are the only 2 Omniscience in our deck, and putting them on the bottom, we're going to have to get back to them. This is going to be hard. But I think we're up against the kind of deck that allows us to do that, because if we start hitting a lot of Flood of Tears, we're going to be fine. There's a Root Snare. I guess it can protect the next Narset so that we get both activations, build up our mana, and then Hydroid Crassus. So it's a plan. Die. Suffer. Suffer. The Risen Reef. That's a lot of kitties. I'm sure the opponent's looking for a land so they can play Seraph of the Scales and have all this life.
I was not prepared for this.
Why not? Let's make the kids happy out there. Thumbs up in chats for the Reliquary Tower. Tamio. Don't want to play you yet though. Go ahead and pass it on back. The temple will scry. Scry to the top. They like their card. Alright, Root Snare that. No thank you. I would like to keep my Narset around for another round. And let's indeed see what we are finding. There's another snare. Wonderful. Now's when things get ugly for our opponent. Let's see what we can scry to the top, because then we might be able to name something and hit it. Alright, sweet. We did it, chat. Guild Globe. Guaranteed card draw. A snare, another Tamio in the graveyard. We could play this now, but then we'd have to take down the Root Snare shields, so we'll pass. Could have attacked for one with Risen Reef. Punt! Cut CGB from the team. Get him out of here. We're through half of our deck. We still haven't seen Flood of Tears. Gonna need that card. Alright, Snareums. Are we taking out the Tamio with a spell? Next turn we can Crassus for 6. That gets us a bit deeper too. If the Tamio goes away. If it doesn't go away, we may just want to protect it with a snare. Or we could just name Flood. Flood of Tears. Go for it. Play good old Crimea River. Sorin goes after Tamio, leaves the Narset. Okay. Oh, Tears, we got it. So what are we putting onto the battlefield? Probably the Tamio can come back out. Is there anything I want to get into my hand? We want the Omniscience, but it's a long way away, so we need to keep working our way towards it. So yeah, let's plus, what are we naming? I guess we haven't seen a Gift of Paradise. Maybe we'll hit that. Should have named Risen Reef. Alright. Let's see, we have 8 mana. I could play another Globe first to get the card. I guess that's not terrible. And now you. Reliquary Tower value. Put a permanent card onto the battlefield. The most expensive thing we have is the Tamio, but we could ramp. Like, we could put another land onto the battlefield. Seems like this is really good, though. And the opponent says no more. No more. I wonder if there is a world where just ramping is right. They couldn't. They just couldn't handle the Reliquary Tower in that situation. Too much value. XP. We'll figure out what that means at some point. Or you can read comments where I'm sure people are putting what it means. We might have to sacrifice the Globe to play a gift. We're on the draw again. I'm sick of being on the draw. But let's see what happens. Mirror. Mirror, mirror. There's a lot of Simic decks out there. It doesn't have to be the mirror. It's a good draw. One of the combo pieces. Paradise Druid is here, sure. Alright, will we draw Green Source? Or will I have to sacrifice this Globe? I hope not. Not good. Although, like, what's it gonna do? Bounce the Gift of Paradise? Do you want to bounce my Globe? I mean, I get another card. Is that what you want for your life? Okay. Opponent doing Bant Rampy stuff. Now, if we sacrifice this to play the Gift of Paradise, we're kind of screwed. So I guess we have to do this? And play the Sprawl? We could do that, or I could just play a Narset. And maybe it's just supposed to be a Narset. Let's hold off on making a play like that. Another Globe or a Tamiyo. Well, with my mana issues, it feels like I should be taking the Globe. We have 2 Tamiyos in hand, by God. Land, land, land. How hard is it to get? Brutally hard when you're stuck. Nice. Nice. Opponent with no targets on that Teferi just wanted a card. Narset said, Crassus for 0? I think our opponent's tilting in epic fashion. What is happening? Alright, we have to draw land, so hit me. 26 land, can't draw them. Gonna lose anyway. Heartbreaking. Tough call on what to discard, though. I guess if I'm gonna play one of these, it should be the... No, this one draws a card. I guess it's gotta be like one of these, right? So we'll drop that off. This game. It's a brutal game. Our opponent can throw their Hydroid Krasis in the bin, punt their Teferi, and we're still going to get absolutely wrecked, I think. Okay. It's a land. Utopia Sprawl. This won't... It might get bounced by Teferi, but now they'd have to throw Teferi away to do it. Land. The only thing that matters. Alright, let's go.
Here we go.
Ow. Land. Okay. Let's see what we see on top. Is it something crucial? It's the Jace. The Jace can be on the bottom. We don't actually want to draw that anytime soon. That's fine. All right. Here I can play a Gift of Paradise and have mana up for Root Snare, which probably pretty good. The opponent might bounce the Gift of Paradise, which would be pretty nasty. But if they don't, we're really close to being able to do nutty things. Shalai is here. Shall I? You shall. They do not.
Don't worry.
Minus the Teferi. That's pretty huge. Alright, down to 7. Flood of Tears is online, but I'm a permanent short of being able to use the ability. But I think that makes it right, because our Root Snare won't do anything while there's a Teferi on the battlefield. I need a way to sneak out one more permanent. Missing land drop sucks, guys. Don't do it. Don't do it ever. So I can't think of another way. We just have to flood them. Snare can go. I guess one of these Tamiyos can go. Only. Shall I? Elves. Resin Reef. It's Neverland. Alright. Green. Blue. Blue. Let's get the gift down. Opponent can definitely bounce it, which would be very bad. So if there's a land on top, this plus land would be nice. But if there's a land on top, this and this would be better. Yes. Let's do this thing, please. Hydroid Crassus. Alright. What can the opponent do to me next? We're still fighting for one little sneaky permanent here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Down to 5. What does Raveler do? Just draws a card. Doesn't bounce. So if I have a blocker here, then I take 4, 5, 6, and I'm dead. But what if I play the Risen Reef and the Hydroid Crassus? What if I just play the Crassus? 4. I can play it for 5, draw a card. If they remove it, they would have to have extra mana to still kill me. I think that's pretty good. We could also do it for 4, and if we draw exactly a land and a Guild Globe or something like that, but I don't think that's worth it. Yay for land. Hold on to me. We're so close. Okay, fine. Not quite dead.
This might be a bad idea.
Back down to 4 permanents, but Gift of Paradise, I believe, can come down, and then I have 6 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Close as it can be. Here we go. That land is also welcome. Let's make sure we tap right, shall we? Let's not throw it away because we tap badly. Flood of Tears, 4 permanents. Drop Omniscience. Drop Omniscience. Because we learned last time. Okay. The combo's assembled. Let's start smashing. So if the opponent plays it out, we're going to go through our whole deck and find that Jace, and that will end things.
I am Tamio. It is an honor to teach you mind and body with thoughtfulness before action.
The Jace is near the bottom, but the Narsets can help us find it a lot faster. I guess we can plus now because we drew a Flood of Tears.
Seek and find.
Put Omniscience back on the battlefield. Put the Narset on the battlefield. But yeah, the combo is assembled because we can just keep looping with Tamio and the Flood. And now that the combo's assembled, we just need to find the Jace and deck ourselves.
Storied battle worth retelling.
May as well use all the card draw triggers, though, to get through the deck. We'll play another one of you.
Like the phases of the moon.
So you want Jace self-mill?
Aid your research.
You will have Jace self-mill. Alright, just click carefully and make sure that you put the Omniscience back onto the battlefield. You know, the important thing. 17 cards to go. There's a Reef. I guess we'll get the Narset down.
Focus and just meditate and prepare.
Hype. Reefs, once you get multiples of them, can go through the deck pretty quick. We found that land pocket. We fought for so long. All right, keep it coming. Double speed, by the way. I should have reminded you when I started to go off, but yes, 2x speed is an option. Hit the gear, go to speed, hit 2x if you want this to move a little bit faster, and if you want to hear Chipmunk voice CGB. So we need to get down to 0 cards here.
I would like to test a new hypothesis. I think you will find my notes helpful.
6. Try to do it for Xaxes.
The moon looks intriguing.
And we'll mill 4 here. And then for the final 2 mill, Jace can handle that. And that's 1, 2. Draw from an empty library means we win the game thanks to Jace, Wielder of Mysteries, and its alternate win conditionness. So that is how you play it out. Thank you very much to my opponent for being willing to sit through that and show you, YouTube, how to self-mill your way to victory with Omniscience and Flood of Tears. I had a lot of fun playing this deck. Ali Eldrazi makes some pretty amazing brews. You should check him out on Twitter and on Twitch. Pretty awesome deck designer. Also, the people who I played against it in the event, like Seth Manfield, seem to be having a lot of fun with the deck, and I'm really glad I got to try it. Thanks for watching me stumble through it a little. There's certainly room to master it. Could it be a player? Could it be a serious contender? Maybe. It really reminds me of the Displacement Wave Crush of Tentacles decks from Magic Duels. I think that's why I like it so much. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.